Hi, and welcome to an installment of How'd She Do That. It is Kathy from StampsAndScrapbooksCathyP. I got a lot of questions about this flower that I did on my shabby chic card. It's very simple. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. And the first thing that you're going to need is our awesome blossom punch. This thing is in our Occasions Mini and it rocks. Once you use your blossom punch to punch out 3 of these blossom punches in Blushing Bride, you're going to dig down in the bottom of your drawer and you're going to find that crimper that you love and never use, and what you're going to do is just put that in there and run it through a couple of times, and I do all 3 of them together. And then you're going to take your bone folder and hold it in the center, and you're gently going to just pull it between your thumb and the bone folder. Just be careful, because once you do this, the fibers in the paper break down and the paper becomes very fragile, so you don't want to tear it. So you're just going to keep doing this until you see the paper begin to separate. So I'm going to show you, it just separates a little bit. And then you're gently going to pull it. And this is called the faux suede technique. So you just keep doing it. If you have any trouble, just go back and play with it a little bit more. Okay, so once you do that, you should be able to pull this apart. And just play with it, gently pull, and it'll start to come apart. So once you've taken all of your flowers apart, you're going to end up with 6. Which was from your original 3. Just stack them up on top of each other, and once you have them stacked up, you can do this with as few or as many flowers as you like. I think 6 gives it really good definition. So once you have them all layered, you're going to take your paper piercer and mat. You're just going to make a little hole in the center here, and then just take a rhinestone brad. Now you can do any brad. I like to do rhinestone because if you can see it at all, there's like a cute little bit of bling in the middle, and I love that. So you're going to open that up, and then what you're going to do is you're just going to start with the top and just gather it toward the center, and then just, when you have it, just give it a good squeeze. Then you're going to go to the next layer, and you're going to gather it toward the center. When you get it there, squeeze. As you're doing this, don't pull up, because as I said, this flower is going to become fragile and you don't want to tear it because it's just more work for you. So just keep working those layers until you have all 6 of them done. Okay, so once you have all 6 of your layers done, you're going to give it a good squeeze, and then just gently start to pull it apart again, just so that you have it look more like a flower. Next, you're going to take your soft suede, and you are going to just ink up your sponge with soft suede, and then just sponge the edges of the flower. And this is just making it that shabby chic. Now you don't want to do this if you don't want that shabby chic look. You can do it with different colors to give it a different look, and I'll show you one of those in a moment. But just do it as little or as much as you want. And then what I love to do, because I love that contrast between the shabbiness and the bling, I take our Smooch Pearlized Top Coat and I just polish those little edges. I just run this brush along those little edges just to give them a little bit of bling. So once you have that done on all of your edges, you can do that. And then once I have that done, very often I just can't help myself, so I take the Smooch Spritz and then I spray it just to give it a little bit more bling. So that's how this one was done, and this was the shabby chic card that I did. And the other one was a Mother's Day card that I had done, and this one is done by sponging the edges of the Blushing Bride with Cameo Coral, and that just gives it a more realistic flower look instead of just distressing it a little bit. I hope you enjoyed this installment of How'd She Do That.